Okay, yeah. Just a question to you. Hello.
Hi.
Do you speak English?
Sure, what do you need?
Okay, just a question. Do you know what is a chemtrail?
What?
A chemtrail.
I do know what a chemtrail is.
Yeah.
On November 25th, I invited a commercial airline pilot known as John Whitelines on Facebook to come speak with all of us interested in the phenomenon known as chemtrails or aerosol geoengineering.
November 15, 1959, in Mount Clemens, Michigan, and there was an Air Force base less than 5 miles away from that hospital, and I was taken back to the hospital when I was 3 years old.
Okay, this information has been given to me by a person I've known for 6 months, and he's proven to be highly credible in the past, and he is reporting that he's got information from an actual...
Well, part of my job in bioenvironmental engineering was to approve hazardous materials that came on the base. I sat at a computer and I approved those hazardous materials on base and tied them to a process and a building.
Come on, man. Do it okay?
But yeah. No, I'm not, man. Have you looked at the sky? Do you guys know what's going on? No, honestly, look me in the face in this camera and tell the citizens, do you know what's going on above us right now?
It is my pleasure to introduce to you veteran, United States Navy, Mario Ramirez.
Well, I think there's, in virtually every instance and every facet of this control agenda, there's multi-reasons for most things that they do. Not just one, there's the main reason, but then there's others.
I have personally seen them not only in the United States, but in Mexico and Canada. Birds are dying around the world. Fish are dying by the hundreds of thousands around the world. This is genocide.
And is it true?
Well, there's a big debate.
Yeah.
Are you filming me?
Maybe. Okay. No.
I want to go on record.
Okay. No, but do you believe it?
Well.
In this radio show, I made it clear to all that I believe this phenomenon is indeed taking place in at least 27 countries. I also made it clear that the guest, the pilot, did not share this opinion.
They took me to the hospital and they put me in a cage. And I always remembered it as what I thought was 3 to 4 days, but through the extensive therapy, I know it was much longer.
Just watch closely. This trial stopped. Send it off.
So here we are in London. It's August 19th.
December 8th, 2014. My cousin, who was fired by our dictator just before making rank withheld, sent me information given to him by a friend who is still an Air Force pilot. This pilot is saying that he flies chemtrail flights.
So when I started approving what is called an Air Force Form 3952, the approval of hazardous materials, and I started seeing barium, aluminum oxide, and strontium.
No. It's out of my hands, and I don't know what you think.
You don't know nothing about the geoengineering?
No, I don't.
And nobody's ever looked at your department?
No.
Oh, really? Okay.
So.
That is, until I came across the issue of geoengineering. There's substantial evidence that these programs are going on currently, not only from the testimonies you're hearing today, but from doctors, scientists, and activists around the world.
First of all, they have an agenda for the mass culling of the human population. One aspect of the chemtrails is that they come down, we breathe them in.
Yeah, but because I saw a lot of videos on the internet, and it looks believable.
Well, it's arguable both ways, I think.
Yeah.
It depends on which side you're on, but...
Yeah.
Which I'd like to describe the hospital stay. That would have been in about 1969. I was about 3 years old. I was put in a cage. There was never any vitals taken. Other children were in cages around me.
And looked up to see this lovely sky and see for yourself. Oh, look, there's some guy laying him down.
This pilot told my cousin that this global geoengineering effort goes by the name of, quote, Indigo Skyfold, unquote. At least within the circle of pilots and aviation crews that he works with.
Environmentally, we don't have the jurisdiction to handle it.
When my hair test says and matches the patents and the test coming out of the water and ground, we have a problem. A hair test can put somebody in jail for breaking probation, right?
It does us a lot of damage in terms of health, and this disease called Magellan's disease, where these fibers, these technological fibers coming out of people's bodies.
This is a global issue. A quote from the U.S. Air Force document reads, "In 2025, U.S. aerospace forces can own the weather by capitalizing on emerging technologies."
But what is your personal opinion of it?
I think there's part of truth.
Part of truth, yeah. Yeah, we should investigate this, because when it's true, imagine so many people, they suffer of this.
We were let out of the cages to go in the play corner to play with blocks and puzzles and numbers. And the only visit from my parents in those days that I was there was when they came and they brought me puzzles. And I sat in that cage and I solved them 1, 2, 3.
They are told to fly specific routes, and satellite comm links control the aerosol dispersal patterns. He says that they only make course corrections from time to time and perform landings and takeoffs.
Of this.
Yeah, it's a necessary evil, as you can say.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. So what do you think? Chemtrails, the pilots knew it.
Ironically, there are also doctors like David Keith, Alan Roebuck, and Ken Caldera, all trying to convince the American people that these climate engineering programs are a good thing to help fight global warming. When confronted, they deny these programs exist.
Look up. That's regulated by a different agency. Do you know what that is? That is called HAARP.
But it's regulated.
That is electromagnetic frequencies being zapped.
Even if that's the case, it's still regulated by.
Do you guys not see all the dead trees around here? Do you not see everything dying?